Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe my channel. Oh my goodness, can we just take a moment? Because if you're anything like me, you probably just saw that headline about Ryan Seacrest on Wheel of Fortune and your heart did a little flip-flop. Puts player on blast for embarrassing family? Just the words alone sting, don't they? Especially today. Look, we all know Wheel of Fortune is supposed to be fun, right? A wholesome escape, a chance to cheer on everyday folks trying to win a little something. It's the kind of show you watch with your own family, yelling answers at the screen, laughing when someone makes a silly guess. It's comforting. It's familiar. But then you hear something like this, and it hits different. Because while we're all here for the lighthearted jabs and playful banter that make game shows so endearing, there's a line. And when that line feels crossed, when someone is publicly put on blast, especially in front of millions of viewers, with their family potentially watching at home, it feels less like entertainment and more like, well, a punch to the gut. Now, I don't have all the details of what exactly happened. The headlines are vague, tantalizing, and frankly a bit upsetting. Was it a hilariously wrong answer that snowballed into something more? Was there a misstep, a moment of awkwardness that was amplified? In the age of viral clips and instant reactions, it's easy for a single moment to be dissected and blown out of proportion. And let's be honest, we've all had those moments where we wished the ground would just swallow us whole. Imagine that happening on national television. My stomach actually just dropped thinking about it. What truly breaks my heart about this isn't just the potential embarrassment for the contestant, but the ripple effect it could have. Families are complicated, wonderful, messy things. They're our biggest cheerleaders, our toughest critics, and sometimes the ones we try hardest to impress or, conversely, avoid embarrassing at all. To have a moment like that where a host, who is supposed to be encouraging, calls out a player in a way that implies their family is embarrassed, that just feels so incredibly unkind. It feels like a betrayal of the spirit of the game. Because ultimately, Wheel of Fortune is about dreams, right? It's about that thrill of solving the puzzle, the hope of winning big, the joy of sharing that moment with the people you love. It's not about shaming or making anyone feel small. And when that core feeling is disrupted by a moment of perceived harshness, it leaves a sour taste. We've seen new hosts step into big shoes before. Ryan Seacrest is an absolute pro, no doubt. He's got charisma, he's got experience, he's been in our living rooms for years. And taking over a beloved institution like Wheel of Fortune from a legend like Pat Sajak is an immense challenge. There's always an adjustment period, a sense of trying to find the rhythm and the tone that resonates with the audience. And maybe, just maybe, this was a miscalculation. A moment that didn't land the way it was intended. We've all been there, said something we immediately regretted or had our words taken the wrong way. But for the contestant and their family, that doesn't lessen the sting. Imagine being that person, coming home and having to face the aftermath, or being one of their family members watching it unfold. It's enough to want to crawl under a rock. This whole thing serves as a really powerful reminder, not just for those in the spotlight, but for all of us. Words have power. Empathy matters. And in a world that often feels too harsh, too quick to judge, and too eager to highlight perceived failures, a little bit of grace goes a long way. I truly hope that whatever happened, the contestant and their family are doing okay. And I hope that moving forward, the focus remains where it should be, on the joy, the challenge, and the pure, unadulterated fun of solving those puzzles. Because that's the Wheel of Fortune we all know and love, and that's the Wheel of Fortune we deserve. Let's bring back the warmth, the cheers, and leave the blasting for a different kind of show. Our hearts can't take much more of this kind of news.